Welcome back to our Wisco Radio pregame show, joined by Mount Horeb-Barneveld head coach Bret St Arnauld. Year 2024 here, Bret, and
Wow.
Boy, time flies. But here we are to start the football season again. Has to feel good with you and your coaches and the team here for 2024.
Yeah, it's great having me here, and we're really excited. This is year 7 or 8. Mount Horeb has been a while, but we're really excited. You know, we got a lot of things we're building off from last season, and really looking forward to the new year.
Well, you mentioned last season, obviously very successful. 3-time defending conference champion. Not easy to do, and you've played some really tough teams the last 3 years. You are no longer hunting, you are being hunted right now. The top dog in the conference, but the expectation doesn't change.
Expectation doesn't change. As a matter of fact, the expectation just keeps getting higher. You know, now there's just kind of I talked about it where it's not we rebuild, it's more reloading for us. Just plugging guys into slots. We know that we have them prepared from the year prior. Our JV squad lost 1 game last year. Our freshman squad only lost 2. So we're we're replenishing with kids who are also to understand what success is, and so that's really easy to do when you've got kind of the senior leadership we've had over the last few years. It makes our lives as coaches a lot easier, but then that tradition of just, hey, winning is an expectation. You know, we don't want to wrap it up all into it's just winning, but like at the same time, varsity football is kind of that. But I also credit just kind of the culture that has been established since, 2021. We really revamped everything, and we had a group of seniors that year that really switched it on, and really now the seniors class after year have taken the mantle, and this senior class is no different. They're ready for the expectation. They remember the heartbreak that just happened down here less than 9 months ago. That being fresh in their minds, they're hungry.
Coach St. Arnauld joining us on our pregame show, and here we are, the start of the season. We got to talk about the off season a little bit, and I'm in the community here, and I see your guys working hard all summer long. There's a lot of things that go unnoticed here, but talk about the off season leading up to the first game.
Sure. I mean, we have 7 hard weeks of working out. I mean, we up at 5 a.m. We get rolling at 6 to 8 every morning. We work speed, we work lifting. All the kids, as far as their lifting numbers, increased throughout the summer. Their 40s went up. I mean, really good stuff from all the kids just showing up. We had so many kids that were eligible for captainship this year because of first of all, it's based on attendance. You got to be here if you're going to be a captain. And all of our kids who are leaders of our team were there consistently. And not only that, the freshman class was there all the time. The sophomores, everybody. It's just everybody holding people accountable. And when you got that going on in a program, that's why good things happen within the program, because you got kids. It's a player-led program. They're holding each other accountable, and all summer long it was just that. I mean, we were always holding each other accountable. The kids were, and when you see those things as a coach, again, it makes you smile inside, because you know you got something good cooking.
Well, game number 1 here tonight to start the season. A very good opponent coming from quite a ways away. Baldwin Woodville comes here tonight. The Blackhawks were 10-3 last year, made level 3, losing to Lodi. You've got yourselves a handful here in game number 1. Talk about your opponent here to start the season. Yeah,
level 4. They lost the game before state last year. They were, they were very tough. I mean, you watched their quarterback from last season, almost 1,400 yards rushing, got a cannon. They had an honorable mention All-State receiver who's now looking like they're going to play their quarterback, who's a North Dakota State recruit. They had 5 stout linemen. I mean, they just had a fantastic class, and last year obviously a great season, only losing by 6 points to Rice Lake, eventual D3 champion. They lost 3 of their losses, 2 of them were to state champs. One of them was to St. Croix Central, who historically is a great program, been to quite a few state championship games and stuff. So they come from the woods of the Northwest there. That there's a lot of good football. That middle border conference is just a great conference, top to bottom. You got where just a couple of years ago Ellsworth was in the Division IV state championship against Catholic Memorial. They're in that conference. Prescott, you got the teams that are just coming and going, kind of like what's happened in the Badger. But Rice Lake was in there last year. So I mean, you just got a lot of great teams up there. Good power football. A lot of them are consistently power football. Baldwin Woodville's a spread team, but they're one of the few spread teams that are in that conference, at least as from what I know right now. But they're very, very well coached. You can see that. Offensive line, very well disciplined. You can tell that whoever their coach is does a great job there. But just overall, we're all great athletes, kind of like a Mount Horeb-Barneveld situation where we got a lot of good athletes, and they try to get them in space and make things happen. And but we're really looking forward to the test. Their coach Kiefer and I, we both really look forward to the competition between us two. Two really good programs from total opposite parts of the state that typically wouldn't see each other. So we're really excited about the opportunity to have a team like that come down here, and I think that he's excited for the opportunity too.
Well, the mentality is 1-0. Obviously, you want to win the game in front of you. What's it going to take for the Vikings to come out on top in this Week 1 matchup?
It always comes down to the fundamentals: blocking, tackling, and catching the ball. And not turning the ball over. If you can not turn the ball over, if you win in the turnover category, you can do pretty good things. But it's just going to come down to the basics. Can we do the little things right? Can we complete the easy passes? Can we stay on our blocks long enough? Can we tackle when they get the ball? Can we read our blocks? Can we hold our blocks? Can we do all those little things well? If we do that, I like our chances. I like our chances being able to pull it out. But when those things kind of go south by the wayside, when things start going bad, how does your team respond? And I think that's something that we like to see as coaches, how our teams respond and when adversity happens. Hopefully we don't see too much adversity tomorrow, but if we do, I hope our kids come back swinging. And with that being said, I think that it's just going to be a really nice game and a really good game for us to start the year.
All right, Coach St. Arnauld on our Wisco Radio pregame show. We've got the Vikings versus the Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks right here on Wisco Radio.